Hello fellow rogues and alchemists, and welcome to another episode of Thaumcraft, the Forbidden Arts. In a previous episode, we created a spawner of doom, and that sucker's just a prototype. This time, we're going to make the spawner of double doom, because we're going to make it 9 times more powerful. Sit back and relax, enjoy some snacks, and let's enjoy some dark magic. Alright, some dark magic, that's a misnomer. Those are the words of the ignorant, those who don't understand the true power and potential of what we do. But let us recap on what we did last time. We produced this prototype here, which at the time of closing of last episode, we had 1 super zombie spawner. Since these Thaumic dungeons here always come with mobs in pairs, a skeleton and a zombie, I used my, not this book. I had marked their locations inside our atlas here, and I revisited those locations, and I created one for skeletons as well. So now, this thing does both, and it's very powerful. In fact, it's so powerful that our killing here cannot keep up with it. So we need to make prototype 1, you can say, or our final super spawner processing unit. And I'm going to put over here where our old one was. Why is there a cobweb up there? This thing creates all sorts of super minions as well, and they don't like to stay inside there. So whatever we create, we'll have to be able to handle that little nuance. So like I said, this thing's going to be 9 times more powerful. I want to tell you what I mean by that. Right now we have a Sanguinary Pedestal in there. Red versions of these. I want to end up with 9 of these, and each one with their spike plagued on it, so that way the kill drop shoot can be a 3x3. And then it'll be able to keep up with the killing power. Well, killing power equal to the task of getting rid of all those mobs, so that way they die faster. To make sure that it kills them quickly as well, I want to repurpose this here. You can see I've knocked all the dirt off of it. We're going to deconstruct this old chamber here. And we're going to... Ooh, that's dangerous. Ooh, that is very dangerous. I will fall into that for sure. I want to deconstruct this chamber here and harvest the liquid death that we're using in there and implement it into our design for the new mob trap 2.0. Okay, there's that. Oh! Okay. So, we just learned something. Liquid death only travels 4 blocks long. And that's very fortunate. There we go, we can do this. We can drop it right in there. Careful. Okay, so that will sit right on top of the spikes. It will spread 4 blocks, so that means if we have a 3x3 and we set in the middle, it should cover all those blocks and supplement the killing ability of the farm. Liquid death won't kill them immediately, still allowing them to hit the spikes, so that it will still get blood out of it. On top of this, we'll also be getting the Essentia crystals. So let's give this a quick test run. Oh yeah, that's killing them much faster. Look at that. Okay, turning off. Yikes, I didn't even have it on that long. Super powerful mob farms are all well and good, but I do have the bug. I've been bitten by it. We have some doodads and knickknacks yet inside the book we haven't explored yet. And I gotta do it. I want to see what else there is, because here in Arcane, in our Artifice, we have mirrors, we have hungry chests, we have levitators, arcane ear, crossbows, arcane boar. Let's go on a spree. Let's see, where should we start? Mirror magic. My Thaumanomicon provides some tantalizing hints that mirrors have many mystical uses. One such use is the ability to link physical locations via mirrors and use the sympathetic magic. Ooh, it says teleportation. The book does nothing more than provide hints. As usual, I'll have to figure out things on myself. Okay, so into Pearl's mirrored glass, and we're going to make this a magic mirror. Ooh. I'm interested. So you and you. Mirrored glass. So let's read up on see what this is about. Study teleportation. I'm now able to enchant a pair of magical mirrors that act as doorways to the void between the worlds. Anything shoved or piped through one of the mirror will pass through this strange realm and emerge from the other mirror, even across dimensional boundaries. Hey, that's cool. Unfortunately, this realm is extremely hostile to mortal creatures like myself, so using these mirrors to transport living creatures is not yet possible. Aww. To link a pair of these magical mirrors, you simply need to place one of them in a desired location. You then right-click with the second mirror on the one that you placed, and the pair will become linked. Transporting items through mirrors places stress on the magical aura. Every now and again, this causes flux to be generated. The more items you transport, the more flux is generated. Ah, it's a little bit too bad about the flux, though. I don't really want to make it over here. Essentia mirrors, magical hand mirror. Essentia. Essentia mirrors, like their name imply, can transport essentia in the same way that magical mirrors transport items. There are a few important limitations, however. You cannot pipe essentia directly into the mirror. They're only able to transport essentia that has been drawn from a source towards something like an infusion matrix. In effect, the mirrors allow these things to draw essentia from resources via the mirror. Like item mirrors, these mirrors cause great stress to the magical aura and will generate flux. But will they generate it on both sides is the question. Brain in a jar. That's tempting. Oh, but this could cause problems because it's fluxy. It's fluxy. Let's do it! Ugh. I have discovered a way to reanimate a zombie brain and put it to my own dark uses. Hey now, they don't have to be dark uses. Dark uses. Okay, fine. It retains some of the hunger it possessed as a zombie. While it cannot consume brains, it still enjoys eating the thoughts and the experiences of those slain nearby. Giving the jar a good shake will make it surrender some of its ill-gotten gains for my own use. It will only hold a certain amount of experience. Particle effects will be displayed above the jar when it is full. This jar can also be used to much greater effect than bookcases to improve mundane enchanting. Oh? Examinus, Cognito, and Sensus. An awarded jar. Okay, I think we can do that, and we should have everything we need here. I'm not sure if we have Examinus. Examinus being the one thing that we don't have. 52. And Sensus. Where's our owl? There's our owl. 85. Okay, so we have enough. We just don't have enough Examinus, but we can actually smelt that down pure because we have tons of it over here from when our farm was running. Fortunately, smelting each one of those units individually is going to produce a lot of flux. But this would... Oh. I thought I heard something. But it will give us a purpose and a reason to test out these mirrors. Permuto modus and aqua on the mirrored glass. Okay. Alright. Looks like our mission has become clear. Just enough. Thanks to our savings. Okay, let's also not forget to, oh gosh, look at my warp! Yikes. A little bit of warp goes a long way. It's fun to know. Okay. And do I just, ooh. That's a neat looking mirror. Okay. So now, if we head to our smelter, and we'll just put it here. Okay, cool. And we need to examine it. Okay, we're gonna need a bottle for this. Now let's take a quick peek here. We are at even 70 here. Wait, were we? Yes, even 70 here. Oh gosh, that's so creepy looking. We're 31 here. Okay. And let's see what happens. Okay. It's going into the hole. Okay, cool. How much flux is it making? 71. That's not too bad. 72. Okay, it's creeping up. Over at home. Now the curious thing is that place going to say chunk loaded? Oh no. Over here. That's so cool. 31. It's not generating flux, at least not yet. So I think as long as, I don't think the destination produces it. I think only the, we'll let that smelt all the way through. And if nothing happens over here, I'm going to say that the only generation of flux happens at the origin point, not the exit point, which is perfect. We no longer have to move these jars if that's the case. I wish I could dance, but instead I'll just do this. La 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 la, because my dab is broken. Like what happens with most of my diabolical devices, I am in need of some strange components. In order to make the pedestals, like we're using here to collect the life essence from the mobs that we harvest, we will need a lot of black gems. Of these dark gems. And right now, we only have one. Now, we need to double up on this because we want the red version, which uses this as a component. But if I could start off just by having another 6 of these, that'd be good enough. That's still, each one of these requires a block and 6 gems. So we need to find a lot of these dark gems. Now, fortunately, this thing has this sounding ability, which can help us find ores, but it just kind of shows it as a generic kind of a white sheen because it isn't recognized by the pickaxe as a, it's just like a generic ore. So instead, I'd like to make something called Rod of the Molten Core. Now, we have some mana here. I don't know how much this is going to take, but this is supposed to let us find ores in a line. And I believe we already have a Rune of Fire. We do. And now we just need some blaze rods. Well, fortunately, we have a way of getting blaze rods. We do need some more sticks. We had one more already in here. I believe I spied one. Yeah, we did. And we'll go ahead and just put a couple more logs here so they can transform in the meantime. There we go. And to get our blaze rods, well, this is where it's good that we have unlimited blood. Because we can use this guy to transform them quite quickly into blaze rods. I love this thing so much. And like that, very simple. Now this should show us all the ores in a straight line, so hopefully between the two of these, that should provide us with all the tools that we need. Oh, we should also scan this and pick up the free knowledge. Heck yes. Oh, we want Rod of the Plentiful Mantle. Okay. Whoops. Well, we got Rod of Smelty Stick, so that means if we like break a make a cobble and we put it out there, we can just... Okay. Well, that's useful for something else, I suppose. I mean, this thing is all well and good. I guess we'll just kind of put that here for now. Okay. That's kind of funny. We'll need lots of these sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of this. All you become sticks. Yoink. Put those ender pearls away. Diamond. And now we can make this. Let's see how this works. Also, I'm kind of put this here so we can see how much mana we're using. Oh! Pretty. Okay. So I wonder what that purple stuff is. I guess we'll dig towards it. In my mind, I've kind of always associated purple with the dark gems. Okay, so this blue, I guess, for some reason is... I am confused about which color... Now that's green. Okay, I'm going to say that different colors mean different ores, but there's no correlation between color and the type of ore that you get. Because now, this has been 3 colors now. So it only shows me where they're located, not what they are. Oh, Vask, you tricksy guy. Okay. So I think we're back to using this, which is okay. Okay, that was crazy. I had to mine forever. I think I finally got enough dark gems. I got several more back at base where I've been making those pedestals. What I've been doing is I've been doing this. And see these white shimmers? Those are ores that this pickaxe doesn't recognize, which can mean dark gems like it did right here. But more often than not, it means like this ore or maybe sapphires. Naturally. Jeez, I never find 4 in a row like that. You guys are good luck. Anyway, I've been at this forever and a freaking day. I want to bring you guys back the second I had them. Woo! Alright. They spawn between levels 6 and 66, by the way. Har har. For the evil craft gems. Alright, so we got 5, 6, 7. This will make 8, and we'll even have a little bit to spare. That's awesome. Now, technically, we need a lot more than this because we want the red ones. If we look at these pedestals, you need them, and then you need like another block and 5 to make the red ones. We'll work our way up, guys. Boy, was that a mission. But we have all of our pedestals in there, minus the one that's currently in the prototype. We've taken down the old Thaumic dungeon here. We used to have one just like this right here. We've also moved the Twilight Forest portal. We can put that somewhere else. And we've sealed this area up, and with concrete to kind of keep any evil that might be still down there kind of sealed away. That should work. No repercussions. And thanks to that, we found a great use for the rod of molten core because we were able to just kind of melt and weld this little plug in the earth shut tight, and we can just kind of forget about it now because it's out of sight, out of mind. But we're out of time for this episode, guys, so next time we're going to work on our super mega spawner here. This thing's going to be incredible, and we'll pick up this in the next episode, everybody. When this is complete, it's going to do mana, blood, LP, essence, XP. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. If you really enjoyed, please subscribe. Really means a lot to us here. Please check out Sassy Rogue on her side of the channel, and we will see you in the next episode of Thaumcraft, the Forbidden Arts. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye. Subscribe.